Thank you for joining us. I will be very brief. I will be very brief. Very brief indeed. Mwebekala chalo bonse. Ndemu posha this evening. Konsoko mulengu mfuila ndeti mulishani mkwai. I want to address my brother and I'll say former friend. I want to address my brother and former friend, Jack Mwimbu. And I'll be very brief. Jack Mwimbu, lekefi ya bupuba boy. Ulimukala mbasa napo pelele, walikuata abana, walikuata nabe shukuru. Elo futi niwebo lawyer. And not only that, you have been in that parliament, this is your 5th year. I'll repeat. Jack Mwimbu, stop being silly. You are an elderly person. You've got children. You've got grandchildren. You are a qualified lawyer, an advocate of the High Court of Zambia. And you've been a member of parliament for more than 20 years. These credentials do not match with your pronouncements since you became Minister of Home Affairs. And today, you have put the last nail on the coffin for people to know that you are a very unreasonable person. Unreasonable in the sense that you think Zambians are very useless people who are not able to differentiate sense from nonsense or who are not able to read in between the lines. Jack, lekefia upuba boy. Ulimunandi sana, and I respect you a lot, but I think if you have upuba, Jack fia chilamu. If you have upuba. Fia upuba. And stop it. In the morning when I read this message from QFM, which I am going to read now and I quote, Home Affairs and Internal Security Minister Jack Mwimbu says the purported list of opposition PF office bearers allegedly from the registrar of society is flawed. Jack, if this list is flawed, then you have failed as Minister of Home Affairs. Because this list was collected from one of the offices that you supervise, indicating the list of office bearers for PF as at yesterday, the 13th of November. If this document is flawed as you say it, as you put it yourself, then you are a fraud yourself. And you must resign on moral grounds. Look, intungulu shingashambo kumona abantu kwati bali tumpa abantu kwati fipuwa. Ninshira ine ntungulushi echipuwa eisha kwa tamano. Abena Zambia tawatumpa Jack Mwimbu. Abena Zambia tawatumpa. First, mwamutamfia registrar mwamufunya kunchito yakwe. Mwamuchita transfer elsewhere because she stood firm to say that she cannot change the office bearers of the PF because it was illegal and that the matter was before the courts. And you think Abena Zambia fipuwa sana, immediately ilo registrar achita release under a court order. Mwamufunya muliamu office. Mwamutwala wherever you've taken her, and you think you can intimidate him and think that the people of Zambia are stupid, they don't think, they are unreasonable. It is you who is unreasonable, Jack Mwimbu. That's why I've said, stop it. Jack Mwimbu, stop it. Alokumona abantu kwatufipuba bali tumpa echilenga abantu kupona my elections. By UPND, you are behaving exactly the way you NIP behaved in the last 6 months of losing power. You are behaving exactly the way MMD behaved in the last 6 months of losing power. You are behaving the same way that some PF officials behaved 6 months before losing power. Ushakwena tetu musambili lepo. Ukumonati trajectory is wrong. That's why you are yabalanda. There are people who have been telling me, there may be just allegations, that Jack Mwimbu is a lawyer who has never won a case. That Jack Mwimbu nanguwaipa ya lunshi. Bakutwala kukoti, kutuwa ya luso mulandu hata waipa ya lunshi. And I'm believing it. Because this statement wapela Jack, it clearly shows that you are the people and your ministries involved in promoting the fraud that has been occasioned by Mao Sampa. Because behavior of a Jack is not befitting your credentials. Like if you are a poor boy. You and I know very well that what Mao Sampa has done is wrong. Supposing if you have Mao Sampa, if you have mu UPND, natamwamu ipana kuwing na kuwanga. Ngatafu wafe kuwanga Mao Sampa. Please. Lekeni if you are a take any chalo, guys. Take any chalo following the provision of the Constitution. Lekeni if you are a You even go on to say the registrar has not been fired. She has only been assigned to do other things. Why assign her to do other things today? After she gives the true reflection of who are the office bearers as per records at the registrar. Why have you assigned her to another job today? Tatuliba ichefu, tatuliba puba Jackie. Ngole monata abena Zambia fi puba. They will have the last laugh. Iyi trajectory musendere gentlemen na musebana kale. Speaker na sebana, iwe na usebana, clerk na sebana, UPND as a government na musebana. And we know why you have quickly removed Tandiwe and taken her to Public Service Management Division. Everybody who is taken to Public Management Division, they've never been redeployed. That is the exit way of anybody who is not wanted by the system. We have been in government and we know these things. So ukulabepa abantu kwatu baiche Jack, stop it. Ndewe keshapoleke fya bupuba Jack. Leka ifya bupuba. I rarely speak with strong words, but today I think fya chilamu leke ni fya bupuba. Concentrate on resolving the issues abantu bale chula insala, mutengo wa bunga, mutengo wa fyakuli, mutengo wa fyakufwala, mutengo wa transport, mutengo wa fuel, etc. Elo kabidi kabieni, go to the mining companies and make sure that you come up with policy that are going to enable the government and the people of Zambia benefit more from our natural resources like minerals. Not if you are no, the list of the list circulating as office bearers is flawed. Jack, are you sure? ENA tamwaitambe tamwabutunge. The people have already seen and read between the lines who you are as UPND and who you are as Jack Mwingu in particular. Umwanakashi mwamutinya Tandiwe, mwamutinya mwalimu Kenya not to allow anybody to conduct a search. And all government documents, anybody can go and do a search at any time. You just pay a fee. But you made it impossible because you knew that Tandiwe refused to follow illegal instructions. And you want to replace her with a user-friendly registrar of society who would go and tell lies in court that this was the status quo. For your own information, we know we've already been told that you had a meeting where you were saying, if we allow Tandiwe, since she has been subpoenaed by the court, she will go and tell the truth. The best we can do is let's remove her from office. We put somebody who is going to help us win that case. I can tell you, Jack, That subpoena is for Tandiwe, whether she's no longer registrar, but she was registrar at that time that list was produced. So she will still be subpoenaed to come and give evidence to that effect. So fionse fiomule chita Jack fia upuba and file Kenny. Zambians don't deserve this kind of nonsense. People had a lot of trust in you, Jack Mwimbu. Every time you spoke in that parliament, you were talking about use of the police towards opposition political parties, use of the police towards other Zambians. Today, you can even go and arrest Emmanuel Mwamba for just calling for protests. Protests are provided for in the Constitution as long as you follow the due process of the law. If you want to do a protest, you go and you notify the police. When you notify the police, you take an undertaking that the protest will be civil, will not degenerate into chaos. Moya ikato mundu at sedition. Come on, gentlemen, please. Mule iseba ni afefe mule chita. Ala le sangale fokufuni abantu pamipando. Ala balo each life. When God wants to show people who you are and remove you from position of authority, He first makes you mad. At the moment, by you PND na mupena. Remember leaders by you PND bamo. Some of you leaders of and mulele tele la you PND, because if you mulechita, even many of your members are against what you are doing. A lot of your members are saying, if you know mbafia upuba. Jack, leke fia upuba. Wekeshe Tandiwe mu office mwago tapale fia rufieni. You cannot be umuntu alusenge to just because you want to destroy PF and show that Mao Sampa is the president of the PF. I told you even last time, I experienced this when Nyamusenge, when he said he's the owner of NDC, he went and tried to change the documents when the matter was in court. Tandiwe refused. MMD, when there were factions, they were in court. One of the parties tried to go, she refused. In the Hari Kalaba case, people tried to change, she refused. That's the nature of Tandiwe. And I think Tandiwe must be congratulated, must be held as a hero in this country for refusing to follow bad instructions. Nomba iwe Jackie. Lekefia upuba boy. Lekefia upuba. This all issue end in tears. So iwole mwana tabena Zambia tabeshi wefe mutamfishe Tandiwe. So iwole monoko bati abena Zambia tabeshi bati your list is genuine. It was given to us under oath by the registrar. And no matter what you are going to do at Mweshok Mingalato, Parapenefe President Wesu, President Wenua PND Aeveleati, to Ambe Mingalato, Abena Zambia Badi Shiva, Fionse Fiomulechita, Nabe Shivat Mingalato. Elon Mova amateur sana imwe. You are amateurs in politics because everything that you do, even a chicken can see at Ifibalechita Fiabuele. You are destroying politics. Stop it. You will not be in power forever. Jack Mwimbu. Ule iseva nyafye. Echo bakwebela abantu ati tawi napo mulandu na ngwaipa ya felunshi. Jack kutuwa ya muino mulandu. Atase ifya upuba. Good night. Atase ifya upuba. Ata pipi. Good night.